What's up, Pyro here, and in this video, I'll talk about how I got banned on Ubereats. So I started delivering with Ubereats since about May of this year, and since then I got a little over 1,700 deliveries. And at first, I kind of treated it as a side hustle. I didn't really think of it as much of like an income source, but then I realized you can actually make some really good money doing this. So I started this routine where in the morning, I would wake up. And before I do anything else, I just launch the Uber app and have the app running. And then if I get a good delivery, I'll leave the house. And from there, I just do as many deliveries as I can back to back. And I'll stop once the delivery surge kind of dies down. And for a while I've been doing this, and I mean all was good. If I was only to do this, where I just consistently just do Uber, and I wasn't pushing it, I honestly wouldn't be making this video. However, as you can probably tell, I got greedy. So I started double dipping, and by that I would run Ubereats and DoorDash together. So the problem with this is if I run both apps and I accept deliveries from both, well, the reason I would do this is to maximize my deliveries, because Uber, at least for me, on an average hour I can make anywhere from $20 to $25, sometimes even $30 depending on how busy it is. But if I also add DoorDash to the equation, I can make upwards of $37 to $40 an hour. So, I mean, it was kind of no brainer for me. I mean, if I can make an extra $10, $20 an hour, that's insane. So I started doing both. And at first, it was perfect. I mean, I was kind of I was looking at the GPS map and I was like, okay, this delivery is pretty close to where I'm delivering and it shouldn't be a problem. However, after about a week or two of doing this, I was consistently delaying Uber Eats deliveries. And I didn't think they had a problem with it because, I mean, honestly, Uber, they're pretty lenient with a lot of things. So I was like, okay, they probably don't care. And but actually one morning I woke up and I got an email saying something about fraudulent activity. I'm like, what is this about? Because I do a lot of those deliveries where you have to go in store and purchase stuff, but I always get those right. So I was like, okay, what's the deal? And I see it was saying something about GPS and delays. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, they kind of figured it out. So I'm like, okay. So at that point, I stopped doing DoorDash deliveries together. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do just Uber, okay? Because Uber at least made a decent amount of money, so I wasn't too worried about double dipping anymore. So then I just continued doing Uber, and from that point on, I was like, okay, I mean, I took it as a warning sign, okay, if I keep doing it, I'm going to get banned. However, literally 2 days later, on Thanksgiving, I woke up and I got an email saying my account was deactivated. And at first I wasn't panicking. I was like, yeah, I mean, I kind of expected this. And I had this moment of relief because at the bottom of the email it says I can request an appeal. So I was like, okay. I made an appeal and they sent me a text back literally I think 50 minutes later saying oh, I'm sorry, we couldn't reactivate your account, yada yada yada. Yeah, so my account couldn't get reactivated. And it's funny because they actually had the audacity to send me an email about some kind of upcoming promotion. I'm like, are you kidding me? You just sent me a text saying I can't even deliver. Why are you sending me this follow-up text about oh, an upcoming promotion? But yeah, that's basically how I got my account deactivated. I mean, if you're watching this video and you do Uber Eats, I guess this might be a warning sign not to delay deliveries, or at least not to double dip. I mean, to be honest, I do delay a hella deliveries when I was first starting out. A lot of times I would just sit in my house and accept a delivery from a store down the street while I'll be cooking something. I might be making some kind of food on the stove, and then when it's done I just bring that with me because to be honest, a lot of restaurants, they accept deliveries and the food is not ready yet. So it's kind of annoying having to show up and it's oh, you have to wait in this restaurant for 10 minutes for it to be done. I mean, it's kind of annoying. That's kind of why I would double dip in the first place, because it's kind of cool because I go from one restaurant to another and it's they're both done. So I got stack up a bunch of deliveries and just be on my way and make a lot of money. But yeah, I mean, other than that, that's kind of my experience. I mean, if you guys enjoy this video, I might tell some stories because I have a lot of stories from Uber, as you can imagine. But if you enjoy this video, please leave a like and maybe subscribe. Bye bye.